Hello, how are you today? Welcome to the Art of the Oracle. I tapped in prior to turning on the camera and received this really beautiful message and, asked how to deliver the message. And what I heard is that those of you that are coming to the channel to watch the channel, or whoever it is that is seeing this message, this is for you. That there is something in your world that you have been desiring, and you've done a lot of work. You have a generous, open heart, and that there is something that has, you moving forward, hoping to achieve, and that you will achieve an amazing gift very soon. But it won't look like what the brain or what you believe that it's supposed to look like. And that it's very important for you to understand that it is more than you believe it to be, and not to reject the gift. So if something comes and it feels like a little heart opening, but it's kind of this, but you're not really sure, tap into your heart and ask if this is the gift that I'm supposed to take, even though it doesn't exactly look like what you were expecting. So I know that feels a little bit, soft, because I think it's going to be different for everyone. And I was hearing the exact same thing. So it started with something that I had been desiring. So let's go to the cards and see what they have also to offer with the awareness of what this is coming in. So thank you all for being here. If you have, okay. So I've got a lot of cards here. Let's see. Okay, so we have 3. Immortal Treasures. So this is card number 14, and it did come in, I believe, at the beginning of the week. Really, really beautiful card. And it's 1 and 4, which is around receiving stability and creating a really significant change. That's the reason why we were gifted this card, is to encourage us to believe almost in magic, or to believe that there is kindness in the world, and that abundance can come to us in many different ways, to keep our heart open, and that we ourselves are a treasure, and that because we have been in this space, we are now receiving the thing that we need just to keep our heart open. Then we have Sisters of the Star Blossom. And we have 2, which is, kind of the bringing together. And what I'm hearing is it's bringing together your thoughts and your heart together to create a new choice that is taking us to a change point. And then once again, isn't this interesting? So when I put the cards back in after reading, I put them all in a variety of different ways. I don't just take them all and stick them all back together. I separate them through the deck. These 2, this is the 3rd time I think this has come out this week. And this is the 2nd time this one is coming out. And then we have the Sisters of the Star Blossom in the middle. Kuan is really working this week to bring her love. And it feels very gentle. It feels like royal, actually. Like it's a very rich, that's the word, a very rich energy that's coming through, but also a soft, gentle, very feminine energy. So let's dive in once again. It says each soul is unique and precious in its own way. Certain souls have the light of healing. Yours is one such soul. Your presence on this planet brings light and hope to others, sometimes in ways that you don't consciously recognize. So Kuan Yin is with you, guiding you to be open to perceiving and utilizing the immortal treasures that lay within you, the beautiful light and gifts of your own divine soul. So the next paragraph talks about not being able to give from an empty cup. And that's one of the reasons why I think, like me, I'm asking for the things that I'm asking for, and you are probably doing the same thing, which is why I heard not to judge something that's coming in, because it doesn't look like we expected it to look. So it says, this oracle can indicate that it's helpful for you to explore healing of an issue that you've been dealing with and is not yet resolved. So trust your intuition, allow yourself to honor your own special light. The process will support you in healing. And we are receiving help in a very unique way is kind of what I'm hearing from all of us. So let's go to this star, Sisters of the Star Blossom. Beautiful, these three beautiful women. And there's a lot of words that are very activating in here. One, sisters, this divine community of women, and the stars. So I feel like there is star energy of community and a very feminine energy, and it's helping us to rise into the next level. So what Kuan Yin, or what Alana Fairchild has gifted us about Kuan Yin is, it's good to remember that whilst we take our own unique journey back into divine bliss and truth, we have plenty of friends that love us unconditionally and wish to help us find the way home with the least suffering and the greatest joy when we allow ourselves to be helped. That was one of the things that I heard in this moment of asking before I came on, is that don't shun the gift. The universe is helping us in very unique ways right now and giving us people and opportunities that don't look like what we think they should, so to speak. So don't let your brain tear it apart, but allow this gift to come through. When we allow ourselves to be helped, because it's going to help us, we help others too. And that's the reason why I was seeing these gifts coming in. It is a spiral of support and love that is wishing to connect more so with you now. Yeah, that's what I was feeling, is the energy around us. And this is a small channel, so I'm really only hitting a few people here. So yeah, so this is guidance to call upon also stellar energies that are unconditionally loving and supportive, and the appearance of the Sisters of the Star Blossoms indicate that you have a soul connection that can nourish you to the higher vibrational star consciousness, such of that as of the Pleiades. It may not be the Pleiades, but it's asking and guiding us to balance the involvement within group energy. And it could be that we need to reach out to higher wisdom and guidance, and really to ask for help, to quiet ourselves and come from this loving space. And then we're going to go back to this beautiful shining lotus, which is showing how we've been struggling and toiling in the darkness, and we're rising through and now being able to shine brighter as we receive these additional gifts. So it's also reminding us that if we have a special gift that we've kind of been hiding, I think that's part of the reason why we're being gifted this moment, and whatever it is that's coming into us right now, is so that we can reveal something that has been hidden, because maybe we've been too busy, or things have just been too difficult for us to be able to, that was lovely to come out, for us to see things in a way where we feel the abundance of the universe helping us out. And it's interesting because I brought in this beautiful smoky quartz, and I was going to bring this one in, and I didn't, because I was feeling like, and these are very dark, so you can barely see them against, my dark background, but this is the energy that's coming through right now, is this smoky quartz energy. So I'm going to bring it in. And like I said, I brought smoky quartz in today. This is the first time that I've been bringing it in all week. And so there's something that I really want anyone that's listening to this to hear, is that you have the power to create and to change, to receive the things that you need. It's all about opening up to the belief that we deserve it, and we do. And sometimes we have to go through a lot of darkness to be able to see our own light. So the smoky quartz is, it's helping us to remove emotional blockages. It's helping us to let go of the shadow, like where we began in the week. It's like seeing things for what they are, not judging them, but releasing the negative thoughts and releasing the emotional blockages and grounding and feeling protected. And when we feel grounded and protected, then we can help others do the same thing. So this smoky crystal, it says, has appeared in your reading to help you release and express the many emotions that you have kept suppressed for quite a while. If there is an emotional cause to all physical symptoms. So know that by acknowledging and expressing how you feel, you can allow healing to occur. So don't be afraid to cry, because tears actually wash away some of that. Tears are not just water coming from your body. They're bringing out these crystals of information that are being released. So don't underestimate the power of a good cry. So there is a jewel found in every teardrop. Trust, this card signifies that healing is occurring right now. I love that. And I know I keep thinking these readings are getting longer and longer. So I hope you enjoy them as much as I enjoy bringing them to you. So I'm going to bring this over a little bit because I did take a peek at yesterday's reading and some of the cards were not fully in the pictures. So we're going to do that. And now I'm going to ask for any final messages here. Let's see, I've got it upside down again. So this is really interesting to me. All week I've had the cards that felt like they've been upside down. And this is the Six of Cups. So this is around, so because it's talking about healing and letting go of things from the past, I feel like there's something from the past that you've been carrying with you in the future. Something that had caused some heartache or some misunderstanding, and you were just a young person. You were young and you just, internalized it as somehow or another, it kind of kept your heart in a bit of a shadow. So yeah, so the Two of Swords is showing us that it's something that we really haven't seen. And then I have this card that is also opened up. So this thing from the past, the crows here, or the ravens, are here to help us unravel it all. Because when we're blocked, we can't see the thing. And sometimes it's like closing your arms. Sometimes this card shows somebody with their arms crossed around their heart. It's because they're protecting themselves. But this is around things that you have heard or thoughts that you have believed from the past that now need to be, you see, this is a beautiful interpretation of the Justice card around the scales of balancing the energy, the give and take. And as you can see here, there's the shadow, her eyes are open. Sometimes we're more focused on those past pains than we realize, because they're showing up, things that are coming back into our world are being revealed. So sometimes we need to close our eyes and to reveal the thing that we're blocking. So this Justice card is a major shift. This is a major shift towards healing, towards balancing out, not pushing away the sadness or the beliefs or the darkness, but going into the darkness, closing your eyes, going within to see what it is that has been holding your light back. And it's funny, I saw the devil on the end. So on the bottom of the deck, which is telling me that there is an addiction that you have sometimes to when you're in a world that feels like, for instance, I grew up in a narcissistic family, and I have a lot of that still in my family, in my extended family. And people around narcissists either have to get like completely unfeeling, or they kind of get sick, right? So they're not, they take on, a lot of times it's people who are very sensitive, and they take on those negative beliefs of the other person that has been subjecting it to them. And that's some of this darkness that needs to go. So I'm going to ask for a final message here. And I think that that's what's happening. That's why the smoky quartz is coming out. That's why I saw the things that I saw. I feel like it's this one. Okay, so this is the Nine of Swords. This is where you're in your head. So if you're reading this and you're kind of like looping around and going, no, I'm not feeling this, I don't know what you're talking about, that's what this card is speaking to. It's speaking to the times when you were up late and you were trying to figure things out, but you don't have to do it all yourself. This is the reason why this star energy is coming in, why you are receiving information, why you're coming to channels like mine to help to guide you into another way of thinking. This is around your thoughts and your beliefs or what you're hearing from the outside. I really feel like it's time to relieve yourself of this. So this, as you can see, I mean, it's like glowing onto the card. I don't know if you can see that, but from my angle, it's like glowing on and illuminating everything. I'm actually feeling very happy for you because I'm seeing these three things. I'm seeing the white, like an angel coming in to kind of dispel the things. And then you have this pillow. It's like all you have to do is receive. But sometimes the things that we think and the things that actually are not the same. I would say almost always everything that I have manifested in my life is what I wanted or thought, but it looks completely different than what I had in my mind. So I'm going to ask, are there any more messages? Final, because this may be it for today. Oh my goodness. So what that's telling me is that there's really a lot to be said, but we're going to end here with another 9. Look at that. So yeah, so this is around, so as you can see with these 9s, this is around things coming to an end. And this is about not giving up hope. This is kind of feels like you don't understand, like you have too many ideas, too many things coming at you, and you don't know what to do. And she's on the ground because she recognizes that she needs to ground herself and that she wants very much to stop this loop, which is what all this is talking about. Something from the past that was kind of misunderstood, that kept you kind of shut down and closed, is now opening up. The sword here to me, and holding it at both hands, is representing the balanced thoughts and stream of information coming in. The cups below that are symbolizing the scales are really around balancing the heart space, balancing what you used to believe to what you're now receiving. And this is also showing the same thing. Is she's on the ground in red. That's all about is about bringing yourself down in to a space where you feel grounded. And all of this beautiful energy is here to help that, to go within the darkness, to finally heal the stuff that you've been dragging around forever, and to see the treasures within you and knowing that you're going to get help now. That's what I'm hearing. Not that you haven't had help in the past, because you have, but sometimes we're so wounded and so caught up in our old beliefs that we can't even receive what we need, right? Because we can't see it, because we're clogged our senses. But that's all changing right now. That's what I'm seeing from this. So thank you so much for being here. I'm so sorry for the extended reading. I hope you're enjoying it today and that you have an amazing week. And I will see you tomorrow. Bye now.